shot, you got me drinking. Girl, you shut me down and there is no witness. Got me in my feels, she would never listen. All the alcohol is in my liver. I guess I lost and you're the winner. Missing your touch, you were a good kisser. I was born a saint, but now I'm a sinner. Falling for you. For you, for you. 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 All the times with you, they just fly by. All the memories pop up on my timeline. Change your colors on me like you're tie-dye. Got me falling for you, I ain't took a skydive. See you in another dimension. Can't sleep on my night's rest. Baby girl, you were my best friend. Best friend. Little thing too, it gets me thinking. By another shot, you got me drinking. Girl, you shut me down and there's no witness. Got me in my feels, she would never listen. All the alcohol is in my liver. I guess I lost and you're the winner. Missing your touch, you were a good kisser. I was born to sing, but now I'm a sinner. Falling for you. For you, for you. Falling for you. For you, for you. Falling for you. For you, for you. Falling for you.
It got me thinking now, should I take it or leave it out? It got me thinking now, and now I'm stuck in this loop again. It got me thinking now, should I take it or leave it out? What would happen if I talk to you? Got a feeling that I get a clue. Would you be my Fortnite? Would you be my Fortnite? Would you be my Fortnite? It got me thinking now, should I take it or leave it out? It got me thinking now, and now I'm stuck in this loop again. It got me thinking now, should I take it or leave it out? What would happen if I talk to you? Got a feeling that I get a blue. Would you be my Fortnite? What would happen if I talk to you? Would you be my Fortnite? Got a feeling that I get a blue. It got me thinking now. Would you be my Fortnite? What would happen if I talk to you? It got me thinking now. Would you be my Fortnite? What would happen if I talk to you? Would you be my Fortnite? Artificial love, we just make it up. 'Cause reality will never be good enough. And even if it was, we just mess it up. 'Cause we already lost. broken heart, tell me if I deserve this feeling. I thought that you know that we had something special till you end up all this way. Please tell me why you left me bleeding. With a broken heart, tell me why I deserve this feeling. I thought that you loved me, I thought that you need me till you end up all this way. Have you forgot all the moments while we had was so true? This world was made for two. I did it Feelings change and love can go, but tell me why are you so cold? What did I wrong? What was the fault? Or what you say is I don't know. Feelings change and love can go, but tell me why are you so cold? What did I wrong? What was the fault? I thought that you loved me, I thought that you need me till you end up all this way.
Добрий вечір. Такої собі. Як тобі сказати? Давай це не будемо на стрімі говорити. Якщо треба, то я потім розповім. Таке не розповідається тут. Я не можу сказати. З приводу цього шнура, за якого я вчора бомбила, я його добила все-таки. Я зі сторони системника його там питалась підкрутити якось. Я все-таки його якось підкрутила. І все нормально. Але страх того, що я якийсь провод задіну і воно опять злетить, дуже страшно. При тому, друга новость, в Телеграмі хотіла зробити один баг, там, поспамити. Не вийшло. Убрали можливість мені спамити. Десь, коротше, отремонтували, скажу так. Потім я шукала собі стікери, бо я робила це відео на YouTube. Я його після стріма, напевно, запущу через час-два. І виходить, я собі міняла на світлу тему, тому що мені треба було вирізати фон зі стікерів. Я поставила собі на світло, а в мене зазвичай темна тема. Я вертаю з світлої вертаю на темну свою, і в мене злетіла вся моя темна тема. Бо вона в мене була така сірого відтінку з лотосами. Мені повернулась моя красна, ну червона, яка була з ліліями. Яким образом, я не знаю. І типу, а мені темку цю встановлювала подруга. А зараз, учитуємо ще то, що Телеграм обновився, то я в душі не чаю, як там що міняти. А дергати її я не хочу вже. Вже не знаю, як встрінемося, то вона мені зробить. Бо мені лінь. Мені лінь. Зато я вже доїдаю шоколадку. Я, звичайно, поставила чайник для кави, але кава не доживе до неї, бо я її зараз, їй Богу, доїм. Ще й в Ріті ці проблеми сьогодні з автобусом. Вона сьогодні ж їде в Вінницю на навчання. І в неї, наскільки це вона? На 2:30, коротше, вона їхала брати білет уже з віщами, бо там, типа, не дають зарані білет брати. Там ти приїжджаєш, береш білет і їдеш. А зарані фігу. Вона приїжджає, і щось уже такого 3:45, а нема, типу, дзвоночка. Вона мала би позвонити і сказати: мама, я в автобусі, я вже їду. Нічого не було. Батьки сидять, переживають, бо, ну, починають дзвонити дяді. Папа ще її завозив. Питає, типу, що, де ви? Все, ну, типу, ти дитину посадив на автобус? Дитина біля мене сидить в машині. А вони одразу, ну, не розуміють, що, типу, як? Бо їй до Вінниці їхати 2 години на автобусі. Вона взяла білет на 5:30 і 7:30 вона зараз тільки в Вінниці буде. А чого вона не взяла білет на 2:30, бо уже 3 автобуса забиті, немає місць. Автобус, який вона от взяла білет на 5:30, вона забрала останнє місце. Останнє. В неї завтра пари, в неї університет. Якби сьогодні не було цих, то дяді би прийшлось просто машиною її на Вінницю везти. мама. Мама. Щас. Це катавасія, що можу сказати. Я ще й перед стрімом тільки що ОБС настраювала, бо я забула, що треба його настроїти. Я дуже довго просиділа над відео. Там ще дещо робила. Настройки Ютуба, коротше, передивлялася, бо мені треба було. А ти що? Я щось це якраз заходила, дивилася, чи ти в Тіктоці не стрімиш. А Ріта трубку не брала. Їх це теж в паніку вганяло. Бо вони дзвонять їй, а вона трубку не бере. Вони думають, що вже щось сталося. Настроїла як для для слабих ПК. Бо я не скажу, що в мене він сильний. В принципі, настроїла так, як було в нього сказано. Не знаю, це треба зайти в ігру подивитися. Чи буде віснути. Але це через пару хвилин, це не зараз. У мене, якщо що, чат там. З тої сторони. Я просто не люблю так, як це в тебе воно тут збоку на екранчику. Я це не люблю. Дякую. Якщо не думаєш, скажи. Бо я, може, на ніч візьму. З дурості, звісно. Це не точно. На TikTok попробую. Але я кажу, це не точно. Бо в мене може після Ютуба сил не бути. Я то понімаю. Я понімаю, але мені незручно. Мені, знаєш, якось легше голову просто повернути і подивитися. А тут вона мені зазвичай, якщо я в щось граю, то це заважає. О, моя подруженька прийшла. Надіюсь, що це вона. Це ж ти прийшла? Лисиця хитра. Я дуже надіюсь, що це вона. Ні? Не вона? Моя лисичка прийшла. Бо я тебе чекаю. Я тебе просто чекаю. Я догадуюсь, що це ти. У мене міндальна связь. Ти що, забуваєш? Я відчуваю то, що це ти. Я щось загралася, я, напевно, прев'юшку поставлю ту, яку мені Іїшка зробила, хоча вона мені не дуже подобається, бо вона дуже по-анімешному робить. Але Бог з нею, я вже просто не хочу заморачуватись. У мене просто голова болить, бо в мене давлення низьке. Я чекаю каву. І ще після стріма сидіти і Ну, півгодини, бо я люблю заморачуватись над таким сидіти, я не дуже хочу. А на завтра я тим більш переносити не хочу, я вже хочу сьогодні цю частину викласти. Щас, секунду. Там, типа, два варіанти, бо мені персонаж не подобається, як там вийшов. Але, ну, друге більш таке, нормально. Господи. А тобі скинула, якщо що. Бо на Ютубі не зможе показати, воно зараз мені почне дуже відсвічувати. Так що це, Санечка, сьогодні це відео буде. Якщо ти ще тут. Зайти, лайкнути. То я буду це. О, Господи, як я не привикла, я так обично в архів закидую, що за... Я не можу, верніть мені стару версію, будь ласка. Да, я оце теж подумала, що треба буде окремо. Я подивлюся, мені просто для комп'ютера треба програма, яка буде знімати повністю екран, бо в мене такого нема. Скріншоти в мене є, як робити. А от відео воно не може так записувати. А з телефона в мене є така можливість, але воно не буде давати записувати голос. Можна, в мене тут два телефони є, я можу на один записувати звук, а з другого грати і ігру записувати. Я так можу зробити. Мені то це невелика проблема. Я запущу поки Геншин, бо я хочу перевірити, як воно буде з новими настройками. У мене нога оніміла. Я її не відчуваю. У мене десь перша частина відео на 3 хвилини, може 4 максимум. А, то мені ще повезло, значить. Ну, хай буде, бо воно ще, я ж кажу, не такий поганий варіант, як могло бути. Мені просто не подобається те, що воно дуже його аніме робить. Прям. Ти даєш йому запрос, це гра. Ну, він не дебіл вже, він має знати, що є така гра, що він її знає. Він має робити, ну, схожу цю. Як сказати? Рисовку скажу, так? А він її не може таку зробити, бо він аніме і все. І хоч убийся. Скажи мені, чи нормально мене чути, і чи Геншин нормально чути. Ну, я поставлю поки це, бо я серйозно, я не хочу над цим всім так закальовуватись. У мене нема зараз на це настрою. Ай-яй-яй. «40» у мене откручено в цій ворожейці. Добре. А. Зараз, поки Геншин грузиться. Воно не дуже добре видно. Это красный маникюр новый. Блин. Господи, ще понять. Коротше, він там блистить. Блістючка. Кошачий глаз і блістючка. Ну так отвратительно показує. Треба буде накупити на камеру. Я на неї давно заглядаюсь, поки не купила. Щоб ти просто розуміла, я зробила тільки собі от манікюр, і я потім от той інший, який я тобі скинула, він мені попадається. Тоже кошачий, це, кошаче око. Я, до речі, не знаю, чого я вибрала червоний. Я не знаю. Мені просто захотілося червоний. Я потім сиділа піввечора і думала, що червоний. Я ж, ну, типа, я не фанатка червоного манікюру. Чого червоний? Ну, вийшло непогано. Але, а не ну, господи. Єншин чути? Мені дуже страшно, що вона зараз почне віснути. Не чути. Ні, я не хочу так громко. Бачиш, от я за це тобі говорила. Оце от. Бачиш, в мене тут трошечки залишилося. Я ж не підвісла. А, ні, я не підвісла. Матір моя. От. От. Чуть-чуть. Чуть-чуть. Мені чуть-чуть осталося. Мені так подобається, як в мене профіль виглядає, але треба буде під цю. Я забула, як її звати. А, підзибай. Зробити. Де воно? Де воно? А, воно там. Не чути Геншин? У мене отут процентик повисився. І тут ніби. Сейчас, секундочка, щастя. Ну, до речі, не вісне, слава Богу. Тьфу-тьфу. Добре, що мені це скинули, як правильно настроїти. Ой. А, да, все правильно, господи. Добре. Що мене? Я його до сих пір не пройшла, я не хочу. Ой. Я дуже вибачаюся. Як мені це місце подобається, воно таке гарне. Ой.
What's up? She's not here. Were there a few hinkies here last night too? Where did they all go? Walking? For two heads? Oh well. Looks like we just came at a bad time. There's still a few days until Moon Fair night, so we're in no rush. Besides, she needs time to rest anyway.
Мені здається, зараз буде момент, який я бачила в тіктоці з нарізки. Але я не впевнена.
Oh, how strange.
Ні.
It sounds like I'm at Watertown. Watertown, you there? Hey, do you know where?
Типу.
Understand it, but yeah, can't see what about him? Oh, he changed color when Colabina gets weaker, right? The new super tail right now. Good idea. She might know what's happening.
Ну воно не вісне, воно не вісне. Боже, я така рада. Воно правда не вісне. Зглазила? Не дай Бог. Не дай Бог.
Ah, it's you. How is Puta? Is she okay? No, she hasn't. I came here to check on her after I noticed that based on past precedent, she must be very weak right now.
Not to mention that she doesn't do that at the best of times either.
No. Very few people are in the know.
Блін, я правда рада, в мене не вісне геншин на стрімі.
If anyone has seen her, someone...
Makes sense. Let's go.
І що ви хочете? Ой-ой-ой, далеко. Ти це все проходила ж, да? Тебе сюжет пройдений. Це ж сюжет я проходжу, правильно? Ну, воно жовтеньке, значить це сюжет, я вже запутала.
Wait a moment. Is it just Paimon or is this still kind of suspicious?
No. I don't know.
Alas, your free and easy adventure time is over. Now, prepare to face the final boss of Nob's Cry.
Whoa!
Not sure. But it's definitely hostile.
No, not that way. The final boss is right here.
Я думала, там зараз якийсь фатуй буде, а тут якийсь бобер. Ілі кро. Чи це кріт? Якийсь бобер, коротше, чи кріт? Це кріт.
The Sniffermole?
That's the final boss? Surely not.
Okay, the jig is up. I'll stop teasing. It seems quite an indelible impression, even though you've never seen my face. Oh, nothing could make a great maid more pleased with herself.
Блін. Блін. Я вибачаюсь за своє лице. Я просто дуже люблю Алісу.
Once I've heard that all the big shots in
Яка вона класна!
when they make their entrance.
І ти мені не сказала!
With the Hexen Circle, and we ourselves keep a very low profile. The notorious name dropping doesn't quite, so that didn't stop me from coming up with a title anyway.
It's really you this time? Not a lantern or a donut hope and Alice in the flesh?
Oh, that's right. So, what do you think?
А чого вона така висока? Чи це мені, ну, здається? Та я читаю. А. Оце? Вслух?
You look like
Ні, про себе то я читаю.
The first thing you thought. A little surprising, but that actually makes me very happy. Because that means
Я сьогодні просто я щас дивилась.
stunningly beautiful as her mother.
Якщо Клі виросте і буде така, як Аліса, я буду кланятись їм обом. Ах. Я тоді цю фразу пропущу.
So she's a
Э,
friend of yours?
так, это ваша знакомая. Я без интонации. Можно и так сказать, хотя раньше мы никогда не встречались с ней лично.
I see. Not a name.
Понятно. Госпожа ведьма, ваше появление было очень согласна, впечатляюще. Я знімаю шляпу, якої в мене нема. Просто це не то, що впечатляюще, це багатворительно. Ой. Ай! Боль.
okay, well, but don't force it.
Лаума, давай обойдемся без
This is Alice.
вымученных комплиментов.
She's a friend of ours.
Пальман сейчас вас представит. Это Алиса из ведьминого шабаша. Наша подруга и подруга Варки. Она подруга Варки? О боже. Погано не дивитися стріми розрабів.
That's right.
Погано нічого не знаю.
Good person. Just kinda
Да-да, она очень хорошая. Просто иногда она ведет себя немного непредсказуемо. Непредсказуемо.
Well, what is the human heart if not unpredictable? If we could not do as we please, how would we differ from machines?
А разве можно предсказать человеческие чувства? И если мы не вправе поступать так, как нам заблагорассудится, то чем мы отличаемся от машин? А, извините, я просто...
I am Lauma, moon chanter of the Frost Moon Scions. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Добрый день, я Лаума, голос лунного гимна из Детей Морозной Луны, рада знакомству. Я не буду пародувати їх голоса, можна, пожалуйста? Це просто я буду дуже стіснятися, я і так стісняюсь люто. Я знаю. Пока вы не пришли, я минут 15 изучала диспозицию сил над края. Я чуть в натлане не сказала.
In other words, I've read the whole in the last episode part, so we can skip the pleasantries.
Считайте, что я посмотрела краткое содержание предыдущих серий, так что все приветствие можно опустить.
Fair enough. Well, Miss Alice,
Что ж, даже из нашей короткой беседы ясно, что госпожа Алиса совершенно уникальная личность.
You'll get used to it. Paimon sure is.
Скоро ты привыкнешь. Итак, Алиса, расскажи, что привело тебя в Ноткрай.
Oh, I thought I told you already. This time I'm the final boss.
Я с самого начала сказала, я ваш последний противник в Ноткрае. В смысле противник? Ми що, з нею будемо сражатись? Вона що, буде босом? Еженедельним? Что-то не вдупляю.
And what a formidable foe I shall be. Powerful, decisive, and good luck finding out this spot, or you will never succeed.
Этот противник столь силен, уверен в себе и решителен, что вы не найдете ни единого слабого места. Тогда придется попросить Джин отправить тебя в камеру. Ой. Ты сразу угадала мое больное место. Ты разрушила предопределение судьбы. Можно подумать, вона боїться Джин. Великая ведьма и Джин.
The fun, the great.
Вот так великий... Да, король был поврежден, я извиняюсь.
Why are you playing along with this nonsense?
Почему ты подыгрываешь? Слава богу.
Please, of course.
Потому что это интересно. Что такое, Пайман? Я тебя разочаровала?
Let down.
Блин, у нее такие волосы классные. Нет, но ты никогда не встречалась с нами лично. И Пайман думала идти. Шо? Извиняюсь заново. Нет, но ты никогда не встречалась с нами лично. И Пайман думала, у тебя дел выше крыши. А на самом деле...
You're quite right.
И так было блин. И ты была абсолютно права. Я прибыла в Ноткрай, потому что здесь произошло событие, привлекшее внимание ведьминого шабаша. Я извиняюсь, я не умею читать.
It concerns the three moons.
Дело касается 3 лун, границ Тайвата и, конечно же, богини Луны, которую вы ищете. Ты знаешь, где сейчас Коломбина?
Kind of.
Примерно.
We discussed
Может, обсудимся за чашечкою чая? Я буду її мейнити. Вона любить чай. Все, що зв'язано з чаєм, абсолютно я буду вот замішана. Вона любить чай. Я буду мейнити Алісу.
my main reason.
Oh, this is hard.
Well, of course, that's fun. But you technically have a job to do as well. Namely, maintain the stability of Tibet's borders.
Разумеется, я прибыла в Тайват, чтобы весело провести время, но на самом деле на моих плечах лежат некоторые обязательства. Я должна поддерживать стабильность границ Тайвата. А тут, кстати, в мене питання. А дитина? Що, свою дитину ми вже побачити не хочемо, да? Типа, ми прийшли сюди, тому що у нас є робочі діла, а на дитину ЧХПХ. Це я не люблю.
Skip over the complicated part, but to sum it up, abyssal energies are all that lie
Я тоже так хочу.
Tibet's border. We find ourselves in a real pickle if they ever
Сложные,
get through.
сложные подробности предлагаю опустить. Но если вкратце, пространство за границами Тайвата заполнено энергией бездны. И если позволить ей прорваться, ничего хорошего из этого не выйдет.
And the phantoms you've been seeing
Фантомы, которые вы видели в Надкрае, можно считать одним из проявлений нарушения границ. Надо же! Вот почему они появляются в преддверии ночи лунной молитвы.
because the real moon
В это время настоящая луна подходит близко к Тайвату, и ее сила проникает через границу. Я не с той интонацией прочитала.
in part, but only a negligible amount has
Можно и так сказать. Правда, через границу проникает малая часть ее силы, которая хватает лишь на... Что? Через границу проникает малая часть ее силы, которой хватает лишь на изменения в колосьях темного леса и цветах лунной молитвы.
and as you've noticed, there has been an
Но вы заметили, что фантомов в этом году намного больше, чем обычно. Силы Луны не хватило бы для таких перемен. Есть еще одна причина. Я дуже вибачаюся, що я так коряво читаю. Мені просто неловко. Сізігія 3 лун. Сізігія 3 лун.
Eons ago, before the heavenly principles came to Tibet, it was the
В далеком прошлом, когда небесный порядок еще не явился в Тайват, именно богиня 3 лун Що ти хочеш?
Щоб ти говориш.
Я веду стрій. Нічого, закрий двері. Закрий двері.
Що це бутилка?
Вода!
Питєва.
Нет, там наркота.
Ні. У тебе все може.
Хорошо.
That's exactly. But that's according to the present. The power of all three moons is that, and it's having a noticeable effect on Tibet's borders. Because I wish to give my darling daughter a peaceful, sunny environment.
Kinda sounds.
Well, that's one reason anyway, and the most important one. The others are a little complicated to explain. For instance, cleaning up after dearest Miss R. Albedo could tell you more about that if you're curious. But right now, I have a more important question to ask you. Why are you... I see. Nicole told me about that legend once.
Nicole? You mean meet Anne?
Oh, so you remember. Yes, of course. That was a story about fate, her area of expertise. But back to the story of our dear moon goddess. I'm afraid her intended method of returning to the moon is unlikely to work anymore.
What does that mean?
She may be missing, but she hasn't gone anywhere. She...
My body is so... Wait, no. It's my mind that's heavy. What's happening to me? I feel drowned. Are you out for a walk too? The day has come at last. Have I grown so weak that I can't even sustain my physical form? But Moon Prayer Night is nearly here. I was so close to returning home. Death is near. Will I return to the moon after I disappear? Or... I don't want it to end like this. So far, at least, I still exist. Even if not physically, I can still feel. But as my power wanes, I'm sure that too will fade. I suppose I might take one final look at this world. Frost Moon Enclave. How much it has changed since I was born.
These decorations, they're so heavy.
It's times like these when you kind of wish men could be priestesses and acolytes too.
How fascinating. I've never had the chance to be privy to people's private lives in this way. In the past, people would get so solemn and serious the moment I showed my face. Like,
Karina, Lametti, it's time to eat.
Coming!
So just fill these balloons with air.
Yep. Try a couple now to test things out. The rest can wait till Moon Prayer night.
Think fast.
Rita!
teasing an acolyte of the Frost Moon Scions? Surely that's a punishable offense.
Take this!
Huh?
All right, enough horsing around.
The task is just to check that the balloons don't leak, right? Doesn't matter if we fill them with air or water.
Okay, you got me there. And you got me there. But still, we can't use all the balloons before the festival even starts.
We won't use all of them. And as long as Lady Lauma's trusted acolyte doesn't snitch, this can stay as a little secret between friends. A couple more can't do any harm, right?
Oh, you menace. Then, think fast!
Is pumping a balloon full of water really so much fun?
I'm sure you're both tired from playing all day. Come on, eat up.
A plain, humble meal. That has always been the way of the Frost Moon Scions.
Huh? How come Lametti got a midsummer berry dessert? Oh, I always get Lockaberry.
I don't mind sharing. You can have a bite of mine if I get to have a bite of yours.
They're sharing food? I've never shared food with anyone before. Even at the Harbinger tea parties, everyone just ate off their own plate. And when I couldn't finish my food offerings from the Frost Moon Scions, they'd leave the leftovers out under the moonlight for the animals to claim.
Hey! That was 2 bites!
Oh, then you can have another bite of mine.
Oh, you too. Oh, don't fret now. Here, have some of Granny's too.
So this is what it means to be family. I'm seeing so much that I'd never usually get to see. It's nice. Pink, what a rare opportunity. I think I'll go take a look around Nasha Town, too. Maybe the Traveler will be there.
After the War of Funerary Flame, the moon goddesses were no longer recognized by Tevat. They lost the whole foundation for their existence. That's why the moon goddess's strength is fading. She cannot withstand the world's rejection of her. To be more pedantic about it, the moon goddesses did something to offend the heavenly principles, and that's why they were ousted. Something of a recurring theme in Tevat's history. Theoretically, speaking so candidly should put me in their crosshairs too, but they can't tell me what to do. I'll say whatever I want. Anywho, the moon marrow energies were but a drop in the bucket for her, and that battle against the Ray Hair of Solnari only weakened her for... Fortunately, it happened close enough to Moon Prayer Night when the Kuvaki...
What do you mean, fortunately? You said...
Oh, what a headache. I thought this was all common knowledge. I guess I have some more explaining to do. Okay, buckle up. It's time for another lecture. Now, I said earlier that the moon goddesses lost the foundation for their existence. The reason for that has to do with the natural order. Basically, the rationale for their existence in Tevat was loss. The same logic applies to the present moon goddess too. Consider her existence so far. Her comrades in the Fatui called her Damselette. And she was worshipped as Kutar by the Frost Moon Scions. But these connections have now been severed, whether by her hand or yours.
So the rationale that once sustained her existence is now gone.
Wait, we did that to her?
Oh, well, strictly speaking, yes. But let's not start pointing fingers, shall we? I'll only end up as the big bad villain, and that's not the kind of final boss I want to be. Of course I do. I'm only the greatest mage in the whole entire world. Now, if you wish to find your moon goddess, there are two problems we need to solve. Firstly, we'll need to strengthen the connection between her and Tevat, at least enough to sustain her until Moon Prayer Night.
Strengthen her connection. But does that mean I'll have to rally all the Frost Moon faithful behind this?
I'm afraid a bygone faith and a former home won't be of any help to her now. Do you know her name?
Her name?
Oh, yes. Names are very important things. A name is a fundamental concept that anchors one's entire... Then your first job is to find it. As a moon goddess, neither Columbina nor Kutar is her true name, and she's never really accepted either.
So, finding out her real name is enough?
Yes, I know it sounds like a small step, but every journey begins that way. So for now, that's all we need to focus on. The second problem is with her plan to use the moon marrows to return to the moon. Unfortunately, piercing through the false sky will take an enormous amount of power. Given her current condition, she won't be able to provide anywhere near enough power, even if... But no need to fret. Nicole's the expert in this field, and I'm sure she'll figure something out.
Wait, Mage N is going to help us out too? That means we've got 2 Hexencircle mages on the case. This is...
Actually, this is more of a side quest for me. Like you said, I'm a busy lady, so I can't stay for too long. I'll have to return to Tevat's border soon. That's the upside you get for looking out for my little Klee. Hopefully that will incentivize you to carry on keeping her company in the future. Anyway, jokes aside, you'd better get moving. It will take quite a miracle for the moon goddess's consciousness to hold out till Moon Prayer Night. Oh, I suppose I might as well tell you where Nicole is before I leave. Off you go now. Time to meet your new friend. Oh, yes, and a little suggestion. Don't forget to mind your heads.
What?
I wonder how Durin's doing. I should really go see him before I head back.
You really are super busy.
I most certainly am. There's so many children I have to keep tabs on just in Mondstadt. Durin, Albedo, Venti, Varga.
Clay didn't make the list, huh?
Of course not. Clee is my pride and joy. I have no qualms about her, because she's...
Yep. Clay's a little angel.
I'm glad you agree. Well, all the best. See you when I see you.
She left in a hurry.
Yeah. She didn't pack up her stall. Should we handle it?
I must say, I'm now very curious about her daughter. Clee, wasn't it? That's
a long story. Come on. We'll fill you in as we go.
What a lively place. I've never experienced Nasha Town.
Hey, you old geezer! You're Who are you calling old geezer?
Are they quarreling?
I'm looking right at him. You've really gone downhill since giving your daughter free rein in the workshop. Can you even swing a hammer anymore? It shouldn't take you days just to fix a single chair. You might as well use that hammer to massage my back for all the good it's doing.
Don't run your mouth, or you'll get a back massage that'll put you in bed for the rest of your life. Look, the materials haven't arrived yet, all right? You know how busy it gets in the days before Moon Prayer Night.
I'll bet you send all the materials to your little princess. Blood's always thicker than water, huh?
All right, you've made your point, Uncle Koski. As soon as the materials arrive, fixing your chair will be the #1 priority. And Dad, if you've got time to chat, why don't you lend me a hand,
See? Lolka knows what the score is.
I guess they're friends. But the way they spoke to each other was so ugly. Then again, it wouldn't be the first time I've seen something like this.
Columbina! Sing outside my door in the middle of the night one more time, and I'll unscrew your vocal cords. You hear me?
Oh, Zandrone. So that was her way of trying to be friends with me. What a pity. I won't get the chance to say any ugly things in reply.
Hey, have you decided what to give her for Moon Prayer Night?
I sure have. She's gonna get the surprise of her life when she's least expecting it. Then I'll whip out the ring and pop the question.
The surprise of her life. What if...
Cool, I get the picture. You can spare me the gushy details. Ooh, looks like we have a customer. Hello there, ma'am. Would you like some Moon Prayer Night candy?
Huh? Is he talking to me? Can he see me?
Here you go.
Oh.
Come back anytime. Right. Now, where were we?
I don't know why, but I still held out hope.
The most important thing right now is to find that mage.
This name thing seems super important too, but where do we even start looking?
I'd better go pay the Fatui a visit.
Columbina? Traveler?
Let's go! This is no time to be spacing out!
Where are they going? They mentioned a mage and a name?
So, Mr. Varka, are you acquainted with this Nicole? Or should I call her Mage N?
Ah, not really. We've never met, though she has come up in conversation. From what I've gathered, Alice kinda took Nicole under her wing. Taught her how to speak in a more ladylike fashion, that kind of thing.
Huh. Hard to imagine Alice as an etiquette coach.
Yeah, Alice is a larger-than-life personality, I'll give you that. But then again, that's why she's able to draw such an eclectic mix of people into her inner circle. If I remember correctly, being an interesting person is actually one of her main entry requirements. So, if you ever wanted to join the Hexenzirkel, I'm sure you'd both be eligible to apply.
Hey! Don't go around making promises on Alice's behalf!
I wouldn't dare. I'm just trying to paint a picture of the Hexenzirkel for you.
Okay, sure. Anyway, since none of us have ever met Nicole, how are we supposed to find her? We can't just go up to every woman in sight and ask, "Hey, are you Nicole?"
Maybe something she's wearing will give it away? Like, a windbloom pinned to her chest or something.
Wait a minute. Alice never said Nicole was from Mondstadt.
Oh, true.
That would be this young lady, then?
Hey there! Sorry to disturb you, but are you Miss Nicole?
Varka, Knight of Boreas of the Knights of Favonius. Alice might have mentioned me before.
Mm-mm.
Ah, have we got the wrong person? Sorry. Well, this is awkward.
When I shook my head, I meant, no, Alice hasn't mentioned you before.
Huh? Where is this voice coming from?
My apologies. For certain reasons, I am unable to speak. This is the only way I can communicate with you. It might take some getting used to, but I hope you can understand.
Hey, it's fine. I'm more shocked by the fact that Alice never speaks about me.
As for you two, we have crossed paths twice before, but it is nonetheless a pleasure to finally meet you.
It's really you! Thanks for all your guidance in the past!
You're quite welcome. This time, things are different. We have reached the unwritten pages of the story. You might... Now then, allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is... No, stop! Alice! I can't believe it! I had a whole speech prepared. I'd agonized over every single word. She always picks the worst moments to ruin other people's plans. I'm so sorry about that. Alice took the liberty of devising some bespoke self-introduction magic for each member of the Hexen Circle. But I could have sworn I deleted all of the triggering conditions for it. How did it bypass everything? Oh gosh, this is so embarrassing.
This is a very different side of Nicole than what we're used to. Don't worry about it. We've seen that introduction magic once already, so it wasn't too much of a shock.
Please go on, Miss Nicole. We'd love to hear what you have to say, or...
Huh? Are they talking to this lady? But...
Will you all promise to forget that horrendously embarrassing introduction?
Sorry? Embarrassing? When?
Yes, my name is Nicole, and I am one of a very few angels who have retained both their preferred form and their power. The Traveler and Paimon should be no strangers to this concept. There is another of our kind in Natlan. They call her the Lord of the Night.
Right! Paimon remembers her.
Yes. Well, I have retained more of my power than she. It's because I don't have a long-term duty to fulfill. No. We'll be here all day if I get into the specifics. Moving on. If I'm not mistaken, you are here because you wish to learn how one might reach the moon beyond the sky.
That's right. Is that something you can give us any guidance on?
Yes, I do know a way. It began with the Hyperboreans, who lived after the War of Funerary Flame. Blank looks. Maybe I should start with the background of the war. Or maybe not. It shouldn't be an issue. I'll fill in the gaps for you when we have more time. Anyway, after that war ended, the three moons retreated to beyond the false sky.
The Hyperboreans were humans I once aided. They accepted the civilization and creations bestowed upon them by the angels. But despite accepting many blessings of the angels, many among them still held on to their faith in the moons. They were reluctant to accept the new order. Even after the War of Funerary Flame, they sought to contact the moon goddesses beyond the sky and receive their guidance.
But all three had passed away by that point.
This mage has a unique method of communicating. Is she talking about the moons? Yes, but they did not know. And so, still they prayed for the moon goddess's mercy. After building titanic structures that consumed vast amounts of Kuvaki, at last they glimpsed the moons and heard their voices. But of course, they were gravely disappointed, for it was then that they realized.
Oh, that's such a sad story.
It is. Humanity was in a very sorry state at that time. The angels who had once aided them were gone, and the War of Funerary Flames had left them homeless and destitute.
Just a second, I gotta ask. How relevant is all this history to the task at hand?
Well, I mean, it's... Okay, it seems we've drifted into irrelevant narrative waters. It's been a while since I've had the chance to speak inside someone's head. As soon as I got started, I lost control, and the words just flowed out like a waterfall. What I'm trying to say is... Right, yes, that's it. The relevant part is the fact that they bypassed the false sky and saw the true moons implies that they successfully built a connection between Tevat, which means, with enough Kuvaki and a sufficiently stable connection, it should be feasible to send one person over the border.
Okay, so they...
Oh, yes. A portal. Yes.
Is something wrong? You sound disappointed.
I just didn't expect you to summarize it so well. It turns out I could have said all that in one word, if only I'd managed to think of it.
No, please, it's fine. This is invaluable knowledge. I'll be sure to record and preserve everything in writing.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, I suppose I could backtrack and add some more detail. I did gloss over a few things so far.
Whoa, 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 time out. Let's summarize what we've got first. The Hyperboreans were the last ones to use this method, right? So we somehow need to find whatever structure they built and make sure there's enough Kuvaki to power it up. Luckily, we have the moon marrow of both the eternal and iridescent moons, so we're all good for Kuvaki. Which means the key issue we need to focus on is finding the place. Am I right so far?
Yes. Although, I expect the structure is long gone by now. That said, what if we could take advantage of the phantoms to travel back to a time when it still existed? Well, travel back isn't quite accurate. It's more like we'd be creating a handshake between 2 points in space-time. We wouldn't even have to pick a time when it still existed. It could just be a time when it still appeared in phantom form via projection, or we could project our own phantoms, fold them together, at... You look lost.
Yeah, things got a little, technical there. Paimon's brain is reaching capacity.
All right. Let me think about how to put this more simply. Okay, got it. Over the next few days, I'll search for phantoms that we can use. Once I find one that meets the criteria, I'll let you know and we'll regroup. By completing certain rituals, specific individuals will be able to enter the phantom and make it to the Hyperborean structure. If everything checks out and it looks feasible,
We'll just need to wait for Moon Prayer Night, and we can send the Moon Goddess back home. I'm real.
I think so. For now, we'll just wait to hear from you.
Yes. Basically, yes.
Great. Counting on you. In the meantime, we'll focus on finding the Moon Goddess's name.
My name? Are they looking for a way to stop me from disappearing?
Excuse me, Miss...
Go on, Miss Nicole.
This conversation was a little all over the place. I didn't catch your name.
I am Lauma, of the Frost Moon Scions.
Ah, I did wonder. I noticed that you listened very intently when I spoke about Hyperborea and the moon's history. If you'd be interested, I'd love to visit you this evening and go through it again in greater detail. Also, if you were serious about making a record, it would be too risky to simply write down the raw details as is. I would suggest some tweaks. Maybe rewrite the stories as fairy tales or fables, perhaps even prayers. Anyway, we can cross that bridge when we come to it. So, see you later then? Oh, and no need to prepare anything. Just a cup of tea will do.
See ya!
She seems friendly. It's just...
It's so nice to find someone who's actually willing to listen. I've been dying for a chance to finally go through all this systematically from start to finish.
Now Paimon gets why Alice told us to mind our heads.
Ha 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 ha! What did I tell you? A lot of quirky people in Alice's orbit. Now then, the next order of business is, where do we start looking for the Moon Goddess's name?
Maybe the rest of what Nicole has to say might give us some clues.
Once I've heard her out, I'll summarize the salient points and share them with you all. I'm also inclined to review our other documents. Yes, our faith was first established by our Hyperborean ancestors, but many of the more factually accurate records are from after Kuthar's birth.
Sounds like we're gonna follow Columbina's journey through Duvat, huh? In that case, we'll start by heading to the Frost Moon.
Sounds like a plan. Take this with you. I'll see about getting in touch with the Fatui. It'll probably just be Arlecchino and Sandroni again. They're the only...
Thank you, Mr. Varka.
Don't mention it. Honestly, I'm more comfortable dealing with the Fatui than prying into the details of a young lady's childhood. Catch you later.
I should follow them, just in case there's some way that I can help.
A while ago, I took the time to organize all documents in our...
You're saying there's...
Yes. Most of the information we have was transmitted through an oral tradition. Inevitably, some of her stories were mythologized and There's no sense seeking answers in history unless we can ensure...
Makes sense. Almost all these records refer to Kutar instead of Columbina. Although neither of those is her real name. Paimon's not sure what point she's trying to make.
What we can gather from these records is that the Frost Moon Scions worshipped her as a god. I cannot fault them for their earnest faith, but for all their devotion, worshipping her day in, day out changed nothing. I imagine that none of it resonated with Columbina. It wouldn't surprise me if, even back then, she had already begun to reject the name Kutar and everything it represented.
Lama speaks the truth. When I heard them call upon Kutar with hope and expectation in their voices, they may as well have been calling upon somebody else.
Well, that's a bit complicated. I looked at the level of detail, perceived authenticity, prose style, and how realistic their portrayal of Kutar seemed to be. Amongst the Frost Moon Scions of today, only I know of her existence, and I alone have spoken to her face to face. That being said, I have sensed some changes in her lately.
Changes? Me?
Seems like this is getting us nowhere. For what it's worth, why don't we check the unreliable sources too?
Sure. Give me a moment.
Exerting but a fraction of her divine might, Kutar sheared a great mass from the snow-capped mountain and cast it into the sea. Yeah, right. That doesn't even begin to pass the sniff test. The 3 moons are not but lies through and through. Only one moon has ever shone for us, and Kutar is her name.
The vast majority of ancient texts are filled with fanciful tales like these. I trust you understand my criteria a little better now. Kutar did not speak, merely gazing into the distance in silence. And where her gaze landed, this was her prophecy. Clearly, whoever wrote this text never even met Kutar. Otherwise, they'd know that her eyes are always closed.
What about you, Traveler? What are you reading? Come on, let Paimon see. The child wished to build a wooden nest with which to shield a fledgling bird from the cold. But being so young and lacking in strength, the child could not snap the branches from the trees. Kutar was passing by. Upon seeing the child, she summoned forth a Kuhenki, who built a beautiful nest for the child.
I remember that.
Not knowing the meaning of Kutar's divine intervention, the child dared not to respond, and thus ran home to call their parents. But Kutar was gone. The Moonchanter declared the event a miracle and took the nest as a relic, placing it on high for all to see. Yet, no further miracles were bestowed, and this matter was forgotten in but a few years. Huh. Any thoughts after reading that? Yeah. Columbina probably just wanted to join the kid in making nests.
Ah. I'd originally considered this a fabrication, because Kutar did not perform any similar actions in subsequent records. But now that I think about it, it does seem like something Columbina would do. It's just that...
She didn't know how other people would interpret her actions. She was probably worried about making things difficult for people. So, she gradually stopped joining in.
Yes.
Oh, that's so sad.
And now, I can make no such gestures of warmth, even if I...
Still no name. That's a bit of a shame. But we did learn some interesting stories. That's gotta count for something. Barca said he was gonna set up a meeting with Arlecchino and Sandrone, right? Let's go back to Nasha Town and see how he's doing. Let's see. There's Varka. Oh, and it's Durin and Albedo too. Yeah, this is pretty much the same place we...
I convinced them to stick around a little longer. We were all waiting on people, so I figured having a little company would help pass the time.
Ah, so you've been waiting for us? Does this mean that you've already arranged things with the Fatui?
Sure does. Now you're back, we can go meet up with them together. How'd your...
Well, we didn't find out Columbina's true name. But apart from that, it went pretty well.
Aha, just as well that I didn't tag along then. I'm sure our moon goddess wouldn't want every man and his dog knowing all about her private life. Still, desperate times, desperate measures, I guess. Someone had to do it.
So, Varka was waiting on us, but what about you two? Are you waiting for Alice?
Oh, no. We already met with her.
We discussed that experiment I mentioned to you last time. Oh, and she also handed me this communication device.
That's right. I understand she informed you about the relationship between the phantom phenomena and Tevat's borders, yes? She wants me to help her with some more experiments on that front. She said that she'll contact me through this device with more information.
Ah, I see. Following instructions and making observations. Pretty common research method. Takes me right back to Albedo's lab.
Wait, then who exactly are you meeting?
Someone you know. Albedo's met him too. But I don't think Miss Lauma or the Grand Master have been introduced.
Introductions are overrated, especially in cases like this.
It's you!
So, it's not like the Academia has prohibitions against going abroad. Also, I applied for leave.
I've been writing to Hat Guy since obtaining a human form. I've already brought him up to speed on everything that's been going on in Nodcry.
Hat Guy? Turns out, I actually have heard that name before.
Oh? Then why did you react the same way I did?
I only knew the name, not the fella. But since we're all here, let's do some introductions for what it's...
Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scion.
And I'm a Drioche from the Vahumana Darshan of the Sumero Academia. Hat Guy. Good to see you again, Mr. Guy. I believe we last saw each other on the boat ride here. Mind you, the only reason I came here is because there's someone I want to look into.
Who's that?
The Doctor, also known as Dottore, second of the Fatui Harbingers.
From the tone of your voice, it sounds like there's...
I was reviewing our archives and noticed that a lot of information about him was missing. Left a bad Dottore, or Zondique, as he was then known. Once studied at the Academia, but he got kicked out before he could graduate.
So the Harbinger's #2 man is a college dropout? How embarrassing for them.
Last we heard, he was planning something. We actually heard that a few times before, even coming to Knockcry. But we haven't seen a trace of him since we got here.
He only appears when something interests him. For all we know, he might have left already. But the fact he did something here at all is worth noting. It'll...
Why does it sound less like a file you're writing and more like a criminal record? Anyway, we were just about to meet 2 of the other Harbingers. Want to come along? You might learn a thing or two about him there.
Sure.
Even though they're Harbingers, well, they're old acquaintances of ours, so, you know, when you talk to them, try to be...
I got it.
The Frost Moon Scion's relations with the Fatui remain tense. Forgive me if I do not attend.
In that case, we'll continue assisting Miss Alice with her experiments.
Good stuff. Everyone's having a fruitful time. All right, we better get going. I'll lead the way.
Well, yeah, that's obviously part of it. But neither you, nor Lesser Lord Kusanali, nor I want to see him meddling with things again. What's the hurry? Don't worry. Pigeons always know which way home is.
You made it. Who is this?
A scholar from Sumeru. They call him Hat Guy. He's an old friend of the Travelers.
Wait, this is the academia representative you wrote about? He doesn't exactly look the part.
I believe this will prove my identity. You'll notice it bears the seal of the Sanctuary of Surasthana.
Well, what do you know? So it does. All right then. My mistake.
It's fine. I expected as much.
What?
So as I mentioned in my letter, the Academia's got its eyes on Dottore. But this matter remains top secret. Apart from those assisting in the investigation, the fewer people...
If anyone asks, I'm here in Knockcry to pursue my personal academic interests.
Gotta say, Varka, you did pretty well to keep all this under wraps for so long. Sounds like you got in touch with
you flatter me.
Where do I even start? Remember that time we fought Rerir at Star Sand Shoal? He sure let me have it then, didn't he? I'll bet he could not care less about us if he tried, but hey! The feeling's mutual.
Does Dottore really strike you as the sort who values his relationships with his colleagues?
Fair point. Definitely.
Which is why I always keep my guard up whenever he starts making suspicious moves. To that extent, our motivations align. Now, back on topic. In the wake of the Reikir of Solnari episode, Sandrone and I grew suspicious about Dottore's complete inaction during the entire affair.
He never lets anyone in on his plans. The more he cares about something, the more secretive he gets.
Indeed. Perhaps he believes that by keeping a low profile, he can avoid trouble. But that trick isn't going to work on his colleagues.
Yeah, I mean, he's been researching the ancient moon's remnants. And he's been trying to get his paws on the moon marrows. Only an idiot would believe he doesn't have something more planned.
With this in mind, I returned to Snezhnaya and relayed my thoughts to Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, entreating her to have him recalled.
That's pretty direct. Did the Tsaritsa agree?
Yes. I made it abundantly clear that the Fatui's business in Nodcry is almost concluded, and we do not need 3 harbingers in this territory. Her Majesty concurred. Accordingly, Dottore has returned at her orders. I imagine he is continuing with experiments, which no one besides he would ever have any interest in.
Common sense might mean nothing to him, but he's not stupid. He knows that no good can come from opposing the Tsaritsa. Smarts alone won't get him all the way. He needs the Rooster's resources and Regrator's Mora, both of which the Tsaritsa can strip from him by waggling a finger.
But doesn't he have a track record of publicly following orders while going against them in private? He probably has it down to a fine art by now.
Wouldn't put it past him. We worked together on a research project once. Only briefly, but it was enough to show me that we're fundamentally different people. He has no interest in doing things methodically, stage by stage. His thoughts jump all over the place, and the moment his curiosity is satisfied, or he gets the results he wants, he disappears. The only similarity we share is that, once we set our minds on doing something, we will see it done, whatever it takes.
Oh, we definitely saw some of that in your battle with Rerir. You got so competitive.
Ugh, do not remind me.
Then I believe we all concur. Dottore will not simply give up.
Fantastic. Now this is turning...
Are you talking about the moon marrow stuff?
He also strikes me as the kind of person to disregard experimental regulations. Ruin all...
Exactly! This one time, he was running some high-temperature experiment and the substance exploded. But does he care? No! He orders his subordinates to open the device so he can observe the results, which causes the gas inside to leak out. That gas was poisonous! If I hadn't been there, who knows how many people might have died? And after all that, he left, while I was still cleaning up after his mess. What a waste of time, he said. Waste of time? The nerve! He wasted my time!
You've been bottling that up for a while, huh?
Hat guy, I must say, you seem awfully familiar with internal Fatui affairs, especially when it comes to Dottore.
Thank you, Lady Harbingers, for providing such valuable information. I have no other questions for now, so I'll be on my way.
Wait, what? You're just gonna leave?
You're welcome to join if you want.
Ugh. Just when Paimon thought he'd finally mellowed out.
He makes quite the impression.
I'll say, I've met tons of headstrong people, but not many of them would join me in bad-mouthing Dottore. Anyway, back to the main agenda. Barca, you said that Columbina has gone missing? Or rather, disappeared.
Yeah. We're working on building a connection between her and this world. The simplest method is to find out her real name.
I've actually asked her that question before, but she said she didn't know. Considering our relationship, I doubt she was lying to me.
As far as I recall, she was never dispatched by Her Majesty to claim a gnosis or anything like that. The Tsaritsa's plans had long contained a place specifically for her.
I always thought that was weird. What could she do that the rest of us couldn't?
Knowing what we do now, it's probably something related to Kavaki, right?
More than likely. When she first arrived, but Her Majesty always gave the same reply. The time has not yet come. So she spent her days in Snezhnaya doing basically nothing. The Tsaritsa has summoned a beautiful blind maiden to be a harbinger, giving her the third seat by virtue only of her enchanting voice. It was a dumb and stupid rumor, but the reality of the situation made it hard to refute.
And what happened after that?
I imagine she stopped caring. She no longer seemed to care why she had been recruited, and Her Majesty never gave her any missions, so she just continued to sing in the flower garden. For my part, I was busy. So busy, in fact, that watching someone be that idol had me fuming. But still, I got the sense that she had long been used to a life of other people claiming she was needed when she wasn't.
I just felt that having a place to stay would cost me something eventually. And so I waited quietly for the day that I would have to pay the price.
And on the other end of that spectrum, you had me. Someone once told me that I forget who said it, but those words have always stuck with me.
But you've done your job exceptionally well all this time. Because at heart, you are a conscientious person.
What is it? Something come to mind?
That makes sense. Nothing screams you are needed like your name shouted from across the town.
Well, good luck with it. But if you ask me, Kalambina is still the most shoutable name. I'm just so used to it now. After all the arguments we've had, I can't be bothered trying to...
Nor I.
Sandrone. Harlequino.
It's a Sealy! Does that mean Nicole has news for us?
Ladies, I thank you for your hospitality. If the chance ever comes up, I definitely owe you both a drink sometime.
I'm sure it will.
You can make your own way out. Heck, you've been here enough times, you probably know your way around better than I do.
Okay, time to do what adventurers do best. Follow that Sealy!
Here you are. Hat guy.
How come you're back so soon? Did things go all right with the Fatui?
Fine. Dottore been summoned home by the Tsaritsa. Couldn't get much more than that. How about you? Any progress with the investigation?
Unfortunately not. We've tried everything. Different phantoms, different locations, different points in history, but the results are the same each time.
Abyssal monsters roaming the land. People crying out in despair, with no hope of being rescued.
Every time I see it, I can't help but think, is this what it was like in Mondstadt when Dragonspine Durin attacked? And if I fail in the task I've been given, will I create yet another tragedy?
That's just meaningless speculation. When we encountered similar phenomena previously, I tried to interfere with those illusions, using sounds and lights to guide them. However, we could not change their fates. At most, we were able to extend their existences. The events of the past are like fate that has been written into Irminsul. There isn't a living thing in Teyvat that can escape its past. But Miss Alice instructed us to try to find ways to change the outcome that these phantoms face. It's an impossible task. Can't you just refuse?
Since she asked us to do this, I feel like it can't truly be impossible. Or if it is, well, mages can make the impossible possible. I could not have been born as Durin otherwise.
But you also said that your past 39 attempts were fruitless.
That's true.
But you're still going.
Yes.
After this many futile attempts, surely you realize that you're not doing this because you still believe what some mage told you. It's because you want her hypothesis to come true. It's something you wish for deep inside. So, think for yourself about what you want to do. As long...
Yeah.
Previous experience indicates that we cannot touch the phantoms, which limits the effectiveness of our interventions. If we want to clear this hurdle, we need to break this rule somehow. Same thought here. Following the same rules means repeating the same failures.
So you mean we need to figure out a way to make contact with them despite knowing that we can't?
Yes, and I suspect that's something only you are capable of. Everything in Teyvat is logged in Irminsul, but the withering that once occurred in Sumeru was a sign that the Great World Tree was being corrupted. This corruption allowed things that should not have existed in Teyvat to appear. This is tantamount to rewriting reality to an extent.
You're saying abyssal power might be able to affect those phantoms?
No one's ever tried it before. If you're gonna try it, it'll take courage. And you have to be confident that you can control it.
Is anyone there? Has anyone seen my daughter? She's missing. I have to find her. I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there? Ah!
If I can use my abyssal powers to warn him that there is danger here, maybe it'll change his decision. Maybe he'll...
Yes. The important thing is not the nature of the power, but rather how you use it. To intimidate and obstruct. Sounds about right for the Abyss.
Let me try. I should be able to influence that thing.
Have you seen a little girl?
What? This isn't the time for that! Just run!
I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there? What is this? Looks dangerous. I should get out of here.
He really...
Don't celebrate too soon. Follow him. See...
Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
No! There's a monster ahead! Wait, is that the barrier I saw earlier? Why is it appearing now? It's as if someone's controlling it. The monster's gone. Is it safe now? The barrier's gone too. How odd. Anyway,
Quickly, let's keep up.
wait, there was someone else here? Don't go any further. We've got anti-monster traps laid out everywhere. But my daughter must just be up ahead. I have to go. This way's blocked. This barrier. Ah! Wait, there was someone else here? Don't go any further. We've got anti-monster traps laid out everywhere. But my daughter must just be up ahead. I have to go. This way's blocked.
We might be able to use the explosives over there, but we need to take care not to hurt him. I'll use the barrier to keep him at a safe distance.
This barrier seems to be helping me somehow. Hey, hey, wake up! Oh, no good. Gotta keep moving ahead. So many monsters!
There's still a chance, Durin. Use the traps.
This is a new development. We might just be able to save this person.
Hello there. Have you seen my daughter? Spargana is her name. She's carrying a large backpack.
Аля, якщо це ти сидиш на стрімі, то я неправильно прочитала, я прочитала, чи стрім ще є. Вмісто, що стрім вже все. Ну, неправильно прочитала. Я вибачаюся за це.
Okay, thank you. If I do find her, don't bother.
Я зараз прийду, я на секундочку відійду. У мене? Ні, в мене з настроєм нічого. Я просто втомилася трохи. Ще я розфігарила пакет. Ой, нельзя материться. Подождите, секундочку. Я уронил пакетик с алмазной мозаики. Он рассыпаться. И это ужас. Разбираю. О, колено. Я. Надо буде це все зібрати, бо не буде де спати. На полу буду спати. Та я... Куди воно впало? Я ж нічого не бачу. Ладно. А, то воно. І сюжетка мені нравиться, я її закончити хочу. Ну блін. Ну блін. Сейчас. Ще минутку. Все. Надеюсь. Хотя нет, потому что еще не бывает. А нет, все. Дальше. Ой, клиент. Хотя. Хотя бы це закончити і все. Да. Прости. Нет. Я что-то не то сделала. Как будто бы. Я что-то не то сделала, да? Ай, как их открыть? Как их открыть? Чи їх не надо було? Блін. Не подумаю, що я дура, яка хоче йому все іспаган. Що? А, ні, все норм, господи. Я вже думала, що щось не то зробила. Добре, що я хоч не красилась, бо в мене так болить голова. І спати хочеться.
Durin, just like last time. Use the explosives.
Ти пропустила момент з Сандроне. Ой. Ой-ой. Ой. Мама. Мама. Нет. Мама. Нет. Мама. Ой, все, нормально.
It won't work. There's not enough left. If he makes it in, he'll die. But then, this clue could...
It might not be the only one. Better he misses that clue than loses his life.
I guess so.
Stop him, Durin. We can't let him get any further in.
That's my daughter's book. She's passed this way. Why?
Тобі туди нельзя. Нельзя.
I no longer have anywhere else to go.
Я себя такой сукой чувствую.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. He Albedo? Hat guy? Let's try one more time. I don't...
Це довго буде взагалі? Чи лучше б я не починала?
Why am I here? What's going on? All these scenes running through my head. Where are they from?
Huh? What's
Я хоч
going on?
включила? Да, я включила. Мене чути.
His reactions have changed.
How many times have I... What's happening to me? Huh? Wait,
You can see us now?
I feel like I always could, but that I only just realized you were there. But you were the ones guiding me. I haven't done anything yet, but those monsters, those deaths... I won't find my daughter. In fact...
What? No. It is...
Yes, it is.
Який прямолінійний.
Even so, we're trying to find a way out of this.
You've not seen my daughter either, have you? It seems she
Дурень
really
така,
isn't
типу,
here.
бусечка. Прям, я не можу, він дуже милий.
I'm sorry we couldn't help you.
Я чисто по характеру похожа на Доріна, тому що от я питалась допомогти, мене не вийшло, я буду теж ридати з чоловіком, тому що я така прям погана за те, що я йому не змогла допомогти. З цим я, ну, тут я похожа з Доріном.
Maybe this is destiny. Maybe it doesn't matter how hard I search. How long do I have left?
Experience says 15 to 20 minutes.
15 to 20. Thank you for all your help. Let's rest a while. You look exhausted too.
Now's not the time for you to start pitying us.
Який же він грубий.
It's not pity. I'm just realizing that I've only got 10 or so minutes left. You say you're from Mondstadt, yes? Place with windmills, where people enjoy limitless freedom? And you're from Sumeru, where they've built an academy into a giant tree?
Yes. It seems you've never heard of either place.
Those names are unknown to me, I'm afraid. Yes. Have you heard?
I have, but I heard that it was destroyed in the distant past.
I see. That was where my ancestors once lived. What about Delphi Pytho?
I've never heard that name.
Then what about Salvindaknir?
I have seen that name on stone tablets on Dragonspine. But I'm afraid the only things left of that place are its ruins.
I see. Sure enough, there was no way to turn this around, huh? I'm sorry. I was the one who asked to chat, but it seems like we're too many ages apart. There's barely any common ground to start from.
It's all right. We did hear something new, at least.
From how you speak of your lives, things must be going all right for you, I guess.
They are. Mondstadt is a place of freedom and happiness. There's a lot of good people in the church and the Knights of Favonius, and even outsiders find that it's an easy place to feel at home. We have festivals a few times a year. Everyone gets together to drink, sing, and be merry.
Sumeru is a lot more uptight. Not really the kind of place where you can relax. It's a nation fraught with problems wherever you look. But if all you want in life is to seek knowledge, I guess it's pretty much paradise.
That's wonderful.
Блін, мені цей тип так нравиться.
Devouring black tide past, humanity did not merely avoid extinction, but rose to build prosperous civilizations anew. I mean, I can see you all right now. That must mean the future isn't a total mess, right?
That's true.
Well, time's almost up. Let's part ways, I think. Might be best if you don't waste too much time on me. The chances
Я
are
щас
slim,
плакать
I
буду.
know, but I'd like to spend these last few minutes looking for Spargana. If things work out, I'd love to tell her about what I've heard.
А там, случайно, не Селестія ззаді, вверху. Я просто, ну, случайно так подивилась. То не Селестія, случайно. Прям от біля колпачка оцього фантома. Ай-яй-яй.
May we meet again? Well, or not.
Капець.
He's gone. In a few minutes, he will meet. The ending of this tale did not change. But I believe that we've just made the most progress we have yet.
May your wishes come true. If only it were so simple.
Hat guy, could I ask you a question? You've never talked about your past. It seems complicated, and it weighs heavily on you, too.
О, його прошле трогати нельзя.
Would you be willing to tell me about it? I mean, sometimes it's better to get things out in the open. Take that guy.
Йому не подобається ця затея.
I know about Albedo's past. Our experiences are very similar, and he created me. As for you, you're my first friend, and you've witnessed every step I've taken. But by comparison, I know nothing about you. Either way, I mean, we're still best friends. But if I knew more about you, I might understand your
Ну,
thoughts.
просто посмотрите на вот это лицо. Ну вот, ну что это за прелесть? Вот что это за мимими?
I've told you about myself. I'm a student at the academia.
Бреши більше. Бреши більше.
And what did you do before that?
О, гарне питання. Гарне.
Prepared for the entrance exam?
Нет. Нет. Ми все знаємо. Ми все про тебе знаємо.
All right. If you really don't want to talk about it,
I was a puppet built from the branches of a white
Oh.
tree. Using technology left behind by the Conrian schools of mechanical engineering.
А це вже
A
правда.
white tree? You mean an Irminsul tree?
Yes. A branch of Irminsul that was once connected to the main tree.
so you had a human creator too.
Yeah. But my creator abandoned me after deciding that I was a failure.
Блін, почему так сумно?
After that,
Ай-яй.
Durin. Resisting the influence of the abyss, suppressing the urge to destroy, trying to do the right thing.
Мені от здається, що він хоче його просто вберегти, бо як будто він сам пережив щось от похоже. Він не хоче, щоб в цього було щось таке
Trying to
саме.
rewrite past wrongs is far harder.
Він як будто получає його, я б так сказала.
You asked me if you would create a new tragedy if you failed. I told you there was no point speculating about that. But the real answer is, yes, you absolutely will.
Він теж прямолінійний.
That guy.
But at least you've got people here to help steer you away from the wrong path. So, just keep aiming towards the light.
I will. I promise.
All right, break time's over.
Опа.
Hello, Durin speaking.
Алло. Уже алло в грі.
Hello, friends, it's me. What have you been up to, I'm detecting some unmistakable fluctuations here at the border. The amplitude isn't particularly high, but they are completely different signals from the ones before, and the scale is comparable to those I've detected previously.
Alice, we were unable to save that person. However, he appears to have retained a portion of the memories gained through that cycle, and was able to...
I see. Well, it is rather odd indeed. It definitely merits further attention. Could I trouble you to keep trying the same approach? I need to gather some more data. Counting on you. I should probably have Nicole come and check this out as well.
Ура! Пожалуйста, все, стоп. Не надо. Please stop. Please. I want to rest. I'm tired. And want to sleep. Я вже не можу, мене ламається мозг, і я починаю говорити на англійській. Ну, точніше, все, що знаю, то я і говорю. Так, коротше, відео... Ой, буде завтра. Тихо. Опа.
There you are.
Нет!
I was worried you might stop to collect treasure chests
так
opened by the ceiling
я
along
так
the way. It would
надеялась.
have taken you so much
Я
longer
так
to get here.
вірила. Гади.
I am delighted to see that you understand what takes priority and that your adventurer's instinct has not swayed your resolve.
До речі, отак як виглядає Ніколь, мені подобається. Гарно.
Okay, I'll try and keep it short. My senses are telling me.
Oh, cool! Look, what are we waiting for?
Oh,
Let's
cool.
open it up and see.
Patience. This was a sanctuary of great importance to the Hyperboreans.
А мені кажеться, що тут зараз буде якась бойня.
Okay, so what's the plan? Need us to do
А Варка не любить нічого в
just a
деталях,
short
ну надо
version,
чим
if you can.
Ah,
покороче.
all right then. I was planning to start with some background on the invention of these techniques. Are you sure you don't want to hear it? It's quite informative.
Remember what you were saying about priorities?
Fine. Simply put, we need 3 human representatives to successfully undergo a process
Интересно,
of
ну,
Kavaki
мы,
resonance.
путешественник,
Think of it as a test from the 3 moon
Лаума,
goddesses to see if the entrants are qualified, with the most recognizable qualification being Kuvaki.
і ще хто третій? Варка?
Oh, wait.
I also have no doubt that the moon chanter would be qualified, but we would need 2 other people with the same constitution. Therefore, the most feasible method is not so much to follow the rule. I've done some research, and it turns out the mechanism is rather crude. We'll simply need humans to stand before it, who have sufficient Kuvaki.
I'm with you so far. How do we get the Kuvaki in them?
The easiest way would be
Ай.
transfusion. Take some
Больно
Kuvaki from
звучит.
Nodcry's soil.
So we're going to...
Precisely. There are other methods, but this is the simplest one. Cheating the system is much easier.
Huh?
Sorry? Does the idea of cheating upset you, Miss Lauma?
No, that's not it. I just...
Oh, what is it?
It's about Moon Prayer Night. I figured out a way for Kutar to join in the festivities. But as Paimon said, we need to have our priorities straight. Let's get back to the test.
Oh, okay. Anyway, is this really the best?
If you think that's dangerous,
No need, we're good.
Мене, до речі, чомусь так пече глаз. Це не із-за того, що я сиджу в комп'ютері, бо я цілий день ходжу, я не знаю, мені чи то попало щось, хоча я промивала око. Чи...
very well.
Я не знаю, якась інфекція, звісно, не дай Бог, попала. Я вже боюся.
The symptom. So, once that is done,
What? Nope.
That's some hardcore fasting. They'll all be monks by the time they're...
3 days.
Oh, it's so long. Can we still need to find 2 more people who are not just
talking about?
Я вже майже 3 години стрім.
Haha, count me in too. 3 days without food? I can handle that.
Єрунда. 3 дня не пить, не їсти, нічого.
Miss Nicole has made it clear that this is the easiest way. The way I see it, there's nothing else to discuss. It's time to step...
Yeah, you're right. In that case, hi, Mom. Volunteers to be...
Пайман командувати буде. Пайман, щоб тебе саму не сожрали. Ой-ой-ой. Як обично, ми перші. Боже, яка вона гарна. Ух ти.
How's it going? Do you feel anything? How about now?
Ой-ой-ой. Я боюсь.
And now?
Якась ти слаба. Відьма.
What about now?
You guys, it's not a competition, you know.
Oh, right. I'm officially impressed. Even as a descender, you can withstand far more than I imagined. It's like I summoned a giant stone titan to arm wrestle you, and your arm hasn't even moved an inch. In my last attempt, I infused 5 times the amount of Kuvaki required.
Ого.
Yes. Safe to say, compatibility won't be You're next, Mr. Barca.
А от за нього я боюсь.
Sure, here goes...
Ну-ка, дядя.
I'll start where we left off. 5
Ой.
times the required Kuvaki dose.
Не треба.
Whoa, 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 hey, hey, wait a minute.
Ой-ой-ой.
No, not great. I kind of want to puke. Feels like I've been drinking too much. A few bottles of
Вони,
wine,
до речі,
a
як
big
пара
spine
так
of Dark
прям
Horse, some hard liquor
красивенько,
from Leo I
красивенько.
mixed in.
You think this is funny? I just lost to a young lady in an arm wrestling contest.
Дурак.
I'm never gonna live that down.
My apologies. I'll lower the concentration and try again.
How's it going next?
I'm not as dizzy as last time, but I can still feel it.
In that case, you wouldn't be an ideal choice, Mr. Barca. Let's
Okay. Let's go ask some of our other friends then.
No surprises here, Miss Moonchanter. You're
Опаньки. Нефер. Ой-ой-ой.
I'm getting a slight headache.
Shame. You were so close.
Кого ви вибрали? Ягоду? Цю маленьку дівчонку?
Whoa, I'm itching all over.
Allergic reaction. We can't.
Huh? Are you gonna start a war?
Собі якби ви привели клі і отако поставили, то вона їй Богу сказала ні-а.
The Hexen Circle is an organization that cares for and protects children. We will not have them do dangerous things.
Я згодна, не
Not
можна.
even tests.
А, вона ж робот.
Something the matter? The
Кстати.
candidates have to be human.
I guess that rules me out too.
А почему? Потому что он фонарик. Фонарик нельзя брать. Блин. А я уж радоваться надо.
Everyone except the moon
А що їх
got
так мало? Я думала, побільше буде.
Guess I don't need to feel so bad after all. I mean, looks like this isn't gonna be as easy as we thought.
Perhaps I could ask for volunteers among the Frost Moon Scion.
I'll see about talking to some trusted Lightkeeper colleagues. In fact, I think we had some former Frost Moon Scions join our ranks recently.
Can you give me the scientific explanation for how the test works? I can probably make some kind of test bot. Then we can just zip through Nasha Town.
No.
Wow.
How about I contact the Knights of Favonia's garrison in the Wave
Сейчас
Chaser?
Дилюка сюда.
It's already left.
Джин сюда. Це що до Павоні?
Strange. The moon goddess is clearly revered by many.
She mentioned that the world has rejected her from the very beginning.
And when we fought the raid heroes,
Also, I'm not sure
Gratitude, certainly.
It's basic reciprocity.
yeah. Even though she looked, a review of the relevant data leads.
Я вибачаю, що я не читаю. Якщо ми будемо в середу сидіти, я буду грати, то я буду читати, якщо там, ну,
They really think so?
щось буде. А напевно, що буде.
I'm super surprised that Columbina isn't. I know.
Unfortunate.
Columbine, what? Is there anyone left who will still...
Moon Prayer Night is getting closer by the day.
Then allow me to try.
Ух ти!
Huh? What are you doing?
You contacted your friends via the Adventurers Guild. Sandrone has been keeping an eye out for something like that.
Сандроне скористалась Катериною. Полюбе.
Since I have the ability to accommodate a moon marrow,
Arlecchino.
when can we begin?
I see. We can begin right away. How was it? Did you feel?
None at all.
Then it seems we shan't need to look for additional candidates.
Great. Cool. All right.
То по
Like time
ітогу
on set.
ми,
The rest of us can take turns making sure
Лаума
the three of them stay
і
warm and
Арлекіно.
comfy.
Офігеть.
Then my job is to
Look at
take
the
care of the
choices.
caretakers. I will ensure I'm ready as well.
Все, сразу в бой. Ух ти, ух ти. Ні, там лунокули, я його хочу забрати. Вони мені не дадуть забрати, так? А Колумбіна вже спить. І надоїло. Набридло. І... Фарка Пайман охороняє.
The work is done. The sacred scroll shut. The stars grow dim. The people silent. The white sun sets. The silver moon rises. O path to the temple.
Мене взагалі чути, а
appear
то щось
now
ти
before
нічого не
us.
пишеш, я вже думаю, що мене Геншин перекрив.
Wow. It really opened.
So that's what all this is about.
With a calm mind, this proved not too arduous.
It might be best to eat something
Добре.
first. Take care to chew properly and
Ого,
swallow slowly.
оце то.
It will give your body.
They will head in soon. They will need to enter this gate.
Ти туди не йди.
Huh? I cannot pass through. Is it because I have no physical body? It has been 3 days. My strength is all but completely faded. Can I really hold?
Ну хватить, пожалуйста. все. Тихо. Пусти. Тихонечко. Давайте не будем делать того, чего не надо. Окей? Мне халявно. Мені не хватає. А що? Я поки згадала, що я тут собі позначила. Так. Так, звідси ми виходимо. На сьогодні Єншина хватить, бо в мене вже голова кругом. Що? На якому диску недостаточно місця? Що ти пишеш? Секундочку. Тут місця повно. Пофікшу потім. Дякую за те, що була на стрімі. Хоч ти і виходила, мені все одно дякую. От, да, тобі. Думаю, що побачимося в середу, але то не точно, бо я можу і перенести. Гарного вечора і на добраніч. Зарані, бо я можу забути написати. Ой, секунда. О. Пока. Оп.
Every little thing you do, it gets me thinking. Buy another shot, you got me drinking. Girl, you shut me down and there's no witness. Got me in my feels, she would never listen. All the alcohol is in my liver. I guess I lost and you're the winner. Missing your touch, you were a good kisser. I was born a saint, but now I'm a sinner. Falling for you. For you. For you. 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 All the times with you, they just fly by. All the memories pop up on my timeline. Change your colors on me like you're tie-dye. Got me falling for you, I ain't talking skydive. See you in another dimension. Can't sleep on my night's rest. Baby girl, you were my best friend. Best friend. Every little thing you do, it gets me thinking. Buy another shot, you got me drinking. Girl, you shut me down and there's no witness. Got me in my feels, she would never listen. All the alcohol is in my liver. I guess I lost and you're the winner. Missing your touch, you were a good kisser. I was born to sing, but now I'm a sinner. Falling for you. For you. For you. 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 Should I take it or leave it out? It got me thinking now, and now I'm stuck in this loop again. It got me thinking now, should I take it or leave it out? What would happen if I talk to you? Got a feeling that I get a clue. Would you be my Fortnite? Would you be my Fortnite? Would you be my Fortnite? It got me thinking now, should I take it or leave it out? It got me thinking now, and now I'm stuck in this loop again. It got me thinking now, should I take it